If you're learning English, dealing with doctors, visiting a busy office, or staring down a huge pile of paperwork, well, it can feel a little overwhelming, right? But it absolutely doesn't have to be. Today, we're going to master the everyday English you actually need for appointments and all those important papers. By the end of this, you're going to feel so much more confident walking through those front doors.
So, here's our game plan for today. First up, we've got must-know words. Then, words in action. After that, real-life conversations, and we'll wrap it all up with practice and review. All right, let's dive right in. Section 1. Must-know words. Essential vocabulary. For this part, just sit back, relax, and listen as we soak in these 5 absolutely crucial words. Okay, first up, and probably the most important word of the day, appointment. Let's break that down. Appointment. An appointment is basically a specific, locked-in time to see someone, like a doctor, your dentist, or maybe even a teacher. It means you've got a plan. You don't just walk in hoping for the best. You actually have a time reserved just for you. Next up is a word you've probably heard a lot, meeting. A meeting is simply a gathering of people to discuss something. Now, while an appointment is usually just you and one professional, a meeting is usually a group thing. You might have a meeting at work with your team or a meeting at your kids' school with all the other parents. All right, moving on to a tiny word that packs a big punch, ID. ID actually stands for identification. It's essentially your proof of who you are. When you show up to an appointment, they're almost always going to ask, "Can I see your ID?" And they're usually looking for a driver's license, a national identity card, or a passport. Basically, just a small official card with your picture and your name on it. Now, let's talk about forms or documents. These are official papers that hold important information. Think about it. Whenever you go to a new doctor, what's the very first thing they do? They hand you a clipboard stacked with paper, right? Well, those are forms. It's where you have to write down your name, your address, and all your health history. And our 5th essential word is office, or sometimes called an agency. Simply put, this is the physical place where people work or where you go to get a service. You head to a doctor's office, a dental office, or maybe a government agency. It's the actual building or room you travel to for that appointment we just talked about. Okay, take a deep breath. You literally just mastered 5 fantastic new words. So how about we actually put them into action together? Which brings us to Section 2, Words in Action. Fill in the blanks. Now it's your turn to jump in and see if you can guess the missing word. Let's do this. All right, here's our first sentence. I have a doctor's blank at 3 p.m. Think back to the words we just went over. What word perfectly fits into that blank space? I have a doctor's what at 3 p.m.? Did you get it? The answer is appointments. I have a doctor's appointment at 3 p.m. Honestly, fantastic job if you nailed that. We use the word appointment here because it's a specific scheduled time just to see the doctor. Let's try another one. Please show me your blank to confirm your identity. So what exactly do you need to hand over to prove who you are? You guessed it. The answer is ID. Please show me your ID to confirm your identity. Remember, that's usually your driver's license or passport. Excellent work. Okay, let's tackle one more. How about this scenario? I need to fill out these blank before the meeting. What do we call those official papers where you write down all your details? I need to fill out these what? Forms. I need to fill out these forms before the meeting. You guys are doing incredibly well with this. By filling in these blanks, you're actually training your brain to use English words in real, complete sentences. It's a total game changer. So we know the vocabulary, and we've practiced building sentences, but how does this sound out there in the real world? Are you ready to see a real conversation unfold? Let's check it out. Section 3, Real-Life Conversations at the Reception Desk. Picture this. You're walking through the front doors of a really busy clinic. You walk right up to the front desk. This is the exact back and forth you're going to have with the receptionist. The whole interaction usually happens in 3 super easy steps. First, the receptionist says, "Good morning, how can I help you?" And you casually reply with a greeting and your scheduled time. You'd say something like, "Hi, I have an appointment with Dr. Smith at 10 a.m. Then, step 2, they ask for proof of who you are. "May I see your ID, please?" And you simply say, "Sure, here you are." Finally, step 3 is all about the paperwork. You might ask, "Do I need to fill out any forms?" And they'll say, yes, please fill out these 2 forms. You can have a seat in the waiting area. Do you see how smoothly those words, appointment, ID, and forms, just flow into a real conversation? It's just step-by-step logic.
All right, you've done the learning, you've put in the practice, and now we've reached the final stage. It is time to test your knowledge. But don't stress, you are totally ready for this.
Section 4. Practice and review. Quiz time. Let's see just how much stuck with you from today's explainer. Let's tie everything we've learned together by matching them up. Number 1, appointment, matches with D, a scheduled time. Number 2, meeting, goes right with E, a group discussion. Number 3, ID, correctly matches up with C, proof of identity. Number 4, forms, pairs perfectly with B, official papers. And last but not least, number 5, office, goes with A, a place where people work. Seriously, if you followed along with all of that, you should be so proud of yourself. Okay, let's do one final practical exercise. Imagine you just got a real appointment reminder in the mail or on your phone. To stay on top of things, you really only need to spot 3 crucial details. What's the date? July 15th, 2024. What's the time? 2:30 p.m. And where is it? The office is the Sunshine Dental Clinic at 123 Main Street. Whenever you're handed a document like this, always scan for date, time, and where. If you lock down those 3 things, you will literally never miss an appointment again.